Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, for this episode of Bullet Points, we are going to talk about an opinion piece out of the Washington Post. Now, as you guys know, on the Bullet Points, we love the Washington Post because that is the source of all the anti-gun rhetoric that comes out, at least on the media side, because they do not like our Second Amendment. But in this article, they're going through all the things that they're blaming that have happened in the past week. However, it's interesting what they reference because it kind of undermines their point and it shows you through the facade. This is really, really important. Send this one out because it, like I said, it shows you a lot that they aren't saying out loud. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below. I want to hear from you guys on this one. We're going to do a quick read from our sponsor, made these videos as possible this week. Then we're going to hit it and hit it hard. I'm going to show you this hysteria they're going on, which is not founded in really realistic expectations. All right, so Pyramid Air is sick of the situation, and you guys know what the situation is I'm talking about. So they are giving away thousands of targets and stickers and want to see your frustration as well. They want to see you filming, snapping, or even talking about how you take out your frustration on these targets in a truly American way. To thank you for joining the fun, they are giving away a $5,000 shopping spree weekly. First place $3,000, second place $1.5, and third place $500. Anyone can enter, no purchase necessary. Check out the link below, and thank you so much to Pyramid Air for making these videos possible this week. All right, so I'm going to hit a few things here. One, pay attention to the word mass shooting because that is going to come up. Really important. The second thing is listen and watch what they do here and the way they navigate this narrative as they're trying to establish their point here, and we're going to destroy it. Watch this. All right, opinion. Another weekend, another body count from gun violence. Well, one-sided. Okay, so check this out. Here's the setup. I'm going to give you two setups. I'm going to show you really where they come through and reinforce our point. An outburst of gunfire shadowed an auto show last week in Arkansas. One person was killed and 27 other people, including 5 children, were injured. It wasn't the only mass shooting in the United States last weekend. Okay, keep this in mind. That's a terrible incident. No one wants that. In fact, on our side of the argument, that's why we always carry firearms, so we can protect ourselves because you never know when something crazy is going to pop off. Similar to where you wear a seatbelt in a car because you don't know when you're going to get a crash. You always wash your hands before a meal because you don't know when you have germs on your hands. That kind of vibe. It's a preemptive move. Okay, so here's the next piece. 2 were killed and 3 wounded when shooting erupted outside a popular restaurant in downtown Norfolk. 4 teenagers were shot, 1 fatally outside a birthday party in Houston. 3 people were killed and 3 others wounded in an incident in a Fayetteville, North Carolina hotel. And that's not even a complete list. Now, all of these, they're listing as mass shootings, okay? Keep in mind, a mass shooting is defined by the mainstream media and gun violence archive as anytime 3 people are injured by gunfire. Nothing else. No criteria, nothing. Gang violence, drive-bys, nothing, okay? So, by their criteria, they're calling these mass shootings, but that's where they show what they're actually doing. Because these aren't mass shootings. Check this out. That the shootings got fleeting attention and is more sad commentary on how the country has become inured to gun violence. Well, that's okay. Keep in mind, but there can be no moving past the toll, collectively or individually, that children ranging in age from 19 months to 11 years went to what was supposed to have been a family-friendly car show and were caught in crossfire. Crossfire, and that's again reinforcing and bolstering our point. You never know when this is going to pop off. The reason that we carry guns for our Second Amendment protection is to protect against things just like this. You could be going to a car show, you could be going to a park. You never know when someone crazy is going to do something crazy, which is why we defend ourselves preemptively. That's the entire point. Okay, check this out. The fact that 2 25-year-olds, Devin Harris and Virginian pilot and Daily Press reporter Sierra Jenkins, were killed by stray bullets outside a restaurant after an argument escalated into gunfire. That's the whole point. The car show, this argument in Virginia, the entire point here, these were all bystanders between 2 psychopaths who were shooting each other and hit other people. The Arkansas car show, 2 individuals were in a gun battle in a public place. Do you really think that's the people that are going to be going to pursue a permit for a carry? Do you really think that's going to be a thing? Do you think these are going to be legal gun owners? Do you think there's going to be no criminal element, people who would take the active decision to have a gun battle in a public place with people all around them? Do you really think that's possible? It's not possible, because that's not who gun owners are. This is who criminals are. Keep going. Tragedies often begin with an argument, as happened in Norfolk, where authorities say a spilled drink set off last weekend's shooting. Instead of ending with harsh words or a thrown punch, a gun is pulled. In Arkansas, two people were arguing, they started shooting at each other. This is not legal gun owners. This is criminal element, one. Two, you have another one. These people were killed the bystanders were killed by stray bullets because someone spilled a drink, so they started shooting at each other. Again, do you think this is an everyday person who embraces the Second Amendment and carries, who would get a permit? No, that's not who this is, but they're trying to frame it from that perspective. And here's the twist. In Arkansas, which has the 8th highest rate of gun deaths in the United States, is ranked as having the country's weakest gun laws in the Giffords Law Center annual gun law scorecard. Well, why'd you go there? Oh, here's why. The state's standing was reinforced last year with enactment of a law preventing citizens from creating gun-free zones and repeal of a law that required a permit to carry a concealed firearm in public. So they're blaming constitutional carry for these two psychopaths in both scenarios across different environments. Keep in mind, one of them was in Virginia, one of them was in Arkansas, one was in Houston. They're saying, well, because that constitutional carry passed in Arkansas, all of these things are happening across the country. No. The fact is, we carry guns to protect ourselves and those that we love because you never know when an incident is going to pop off. The idea that you think that these people who would openly shoot in a public environment, hitting people behind their target because of a spilled drink in an argument, would go and pursue a permit, you're crazy. Because that's not what's happening here. These are criminal elements. These are people who are gangbangers, who are thugs, who value life as little as possible. It's obvious by their actions. And that's why we cover this stuff every single day. They're trying to conflate the lowest of the low who make these types of decisions with everyday gun owners. And that's not who we are, and that's why we're not going to let them get away with this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. I'm Braden. See you later.